Someone to you, someone to yours, from one great spirit to another. Kamala Thulani Malevu. Well, let's have a chat. Ngumela P, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, record producer, broadcaster. Above all, I'm an abundant great spirit having human experience. My debut EP dropped on the 29th of September. I just want to stand here and talk about it because it's overwhelming, to be quite honest. 1 minute you're like, yeah, I've got this, and then the next day, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? Um, and it's crazy because the art is just an interesting space. Interesting in the sense of you see it in your head, you've got visions about this thing, your gut feeling is continue doing it. But sometimes you just don't have the fuel, my love, to continue. Well, at least in my case. Um, I've gone from working in corporate to make this work. I've gone from being an assistant manager to learn the ropes. I've gone from founding a media agency, it worked, and I've lived a high life and I've detoxed, I've went down. Um, I I've stayed in the street at some point for a month in a car, and at some point I sold that car so that I could be able to fund this business, which is the music. So it's a bit interesting. It's like I've made so many sacrifices. You know, it needs to take off eventually at some point, and somebody could be listening this on some fame chasing. No, not really. It's just sad, Uguti. Success may look like fame in our case, because obviously, again, I mean, the more shows you have, and then fits, and we get that. But quite frankly, when you're just starting out and building, it isn't easy. Um, and with everything that I've done from pre to during and the release and the rollout, I've done it independently, and it's amazing work. All the interviews, all the other things I've done, going here to do this, going here to the, it's come from my own pocket. And I'm just getting to a point where I'm like, Smaga, to show me what you can do, you know? Um, yeah, like right now, I need to shoot at least like one, maybe two, three videos, and I can actually there. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna find it. Um, but at the same time, I believe in the project, and I'm almost done with the book. Like I'm like this, shut and pull me. So I look at all these things. I'm like, my goodness, is this what I signed up for? You know, when most of the time you're trying to pave a path, but it disappears. You wake up and every day something inside of you is like, no, do it this way, and you do that. Like this day, like I don't flipping know what I'm doing, and then you just chill there. So yeah, I'm just at a point where I I need help, fam. In however way, whether it's a spot to come and heal and perform, I think that would be great. Whether it's funding to further pay for promotion, PR, that would be amazing. Some sort of funding to, I don't know, shoot videos and stuff, that would be even dope. Um, but the one thing also I've done is because I understand how the space works to some degree, I've called the funding houses in South Africa, Department of Arts and Culture, NAC, if only ring aganya, and then just like what, you know. So I'm just reaching out because I'm like I'm tired, but at the same time I believe in this thing. So I hope it comes across a business person, man or woman, who has maybe 50, 100K lying around. Send it this way. I can double that money, if not return it three times. Um, I just need help with putting this thing out. I'd like to do a proper launch, shoot, promote, and be able to, when the following year begins, do like I'm a school tours. It's a lot that's here in my head, and it's already worked out in my head. But in the physical, I just have to be patient to bring it to fruition. So I'm saying, if you have an influx of cash and you don't know what to do with it, or you come across this video and you know of someone who has, please. Um, this is one of those projects that maybe and this is another thing I thought about the other day is maybe I could be one of those artists to release one EP, two albums, and it ends there. And I go into other things, I become a published author, I become a movie director, filmmaker, um, and focus on my foundation as time goes by. But truly, at this moment, I feel called to do this right now. And so, yeah, I'm pleading with South Africa, Africa as a whole, to say, hey, man, I know I'm dope musically. I know that, you know. So that's another way. It's just a matter of now taking what I've created and getting to as many people as possible. That's what I need assistance with. So yeah, if I hope this lands where it needs to land. Thank you for your time. Probably do another one in the evening, depending on how I feel. And also consistency is something else. Um, yeah, yo, kuneng and fun. But yeah, a blessed day too.